If your garden has ever left you frustrated, yellow leaves, limp stems, slow growth, and weak harvests, you're definitely not alone. Every gardener hits that wall at some point. And honestly, most people make the same mistake. They reach for quick fixes, synthetic fertilizers, expensive supplements, miracle products that promise overnight results. But really the real secret to a thriving garden, it's not in a bottle. It's in the soil. Healthy living soil is the foundation of every successful garden. And the good news? You don't need to be an expert to build it. You just need to understand what soil really is, and how to bring it back to life, step by step. What healthy soil really is, and, well, what it isn't. Soil isn't just dirt, it's a living, breathing community. Inside a handful of healthy soil, there are actually more microbes than people on Earth. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and earthworms all working together. They break down organic matter, create channels for air and water, and make nutrients available to plants. When your soil is alive, your plants thrive. Dead soil, on the other hand, looks dry, compacted, and honestly kind of crusty. It doesn't drain well, it doesn't hold moisture, and it smells off. If you pick up your soil and it feels like powder or clay and has no earthy scent, it's probably depleted. The fix? Not fertilizer, but life. Step 1. Feed the soil, not just the plants. A lot of beginners try to fix poor growth with plant food, but honestly that's kind of like feeding someone pills instead of a meal. Your soil really needs organic matter, real food, to support all those microbes that feed your plants. Start with compost. If you can make your own from kitchen scraps, that's even better. If not, try to find a trusted local source. Add it to your beds 2 or 3 times a year, about 2 inches deep. Aged manure, worm castings, shredded leaves, and even banana peels can all be part of the diet your soil needs to truly come alive. As that organic material breaks down, it feeds your soil microbes, and they in turn make nutrients available to your plants in the exact amounts needed. No guesswork required. This is where the real magic happens. Step 2. Mulch like it matters. Mulch is more than just a neat finishing touch. It's actually a vital part of the soil building process. A layer of straw, leaves, or grass clippings shields the soil from the sun, prevents moisture from evaporating, and keeps weed seeds from sprouting. But even more important, mulch slowly decomposes, feeding your soil as it breaks down. So think about how forests work for a second. Nobody goes out there and fertilizes them, right? Leaves just fall, decompose, and feed the forest floor. That's exactly what you're mimicking when you mulch your garden. If you keep it consistent, your soil will definitely reward you. Step 3. Don't disturb the soil life. Tilling might seem like a good way to loosen up your soil, but honestly, it does more harm than good. Every time you dig or turn over the soil, you're breaking up fungal networks, exposing microbes to air and sun, and basically destroying the tiny underground cities that keep everything in balance. Instead, just layer your organic matter right on top. Compost, then mulch, and let the worms do the work. Over time, they'll pull those nutrients down into the root zone naturally. This no-dig approach is way better for the biology of your soil, and hey, it's easier on your back too. Step 4. Keep roots in the soil year-round. One of the most overlooked aspects of soil health is root presence. Roots aren't just anchors for plants, they release sugars that feed soil microbes even in the off-season. That's why bare soil is honestly a missed opportunity. If your garden beds sit empty in winter, try growing cover crops like clover, mustard, or buckwheat. Even cold-hardy herbs or greens can help keep the underground food web alive. When spring rolls around, you'll be amazed at how much easier your soil is to work with, and how much healthier your plants look. Bonus water's smart to support soil life. Healthy soil doesn't just absorb water, it manages it. But to get there, you need to water wisely. Constant shallow watering creates weak roots and honestly drowns microbes. Instead, water deeply and less frequently. When you build organic matter and use mulch, your soil holds moisture longer, meaning you water less and grow more. So, here's what you do. Observe your soil. Just stick your finger in the ground. If it feels moist a few inches down, you're good to go. But if it's bone dry, well, that's your cue to water. Just make sure you do it slowly and deeply. Final thoughts. Soil is a long game, but, it's totally worth it. Here's the truth. Building soil takes time. But it also works faster than you'd think. After just one season of adding compost, mulching consistently and avoiding tilling, you'll start to notice real change. Your soil will stay moist longer, your weeds will retreat, your plants will grow stronger. It's not magic, it's biology, and it works every single time. Every banana peel, every handful of leaves, every inch of mulch is a deposit in your soil's savings account. The more you give, the more it gives back. So if you're tired of poor results and expensive fixes, start with your soil. That's where the real transformation begins. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to HydroHaven and share it with a fellow gardener. Let's grow better soil together, one garden at a time.